Hi guys, and welcome back to Simply Forex, the channel dedicated to you, the trader. We want you to be successful in the markets. So guys, I'm going to give you some gold every day. I'm going to let you know which currency pairs I'm looking to trade and which direction. And I'm also going to let you know which news that you must be aware of. So let's take a look at the chart and what I'm potentially going to trade today. Good morning traders, how are you? I hope you enjoyed the live session yesterday. I really enjoyed doing it. It was a great opportunity for me to actually communicate with some of you, and answer some of your questions about different pairs, about trading in general. Thoroughly enjoyed it, guys. And a little shout out to Luca, who come and actually joined us on the live session and had a chat with us. So thank you, Luca. Guys, if you're interested in coming on to the live session next Wednesday, where you can actually join us on the screen and have a conversation, then there'll be a link below the video next week that you can click on, or alternatively you can send us an email. Say that you want to participate in the live session, and we'll make sure you come on and have an opportunity to speak with me, answer any questions you've got. Okay, but really enjoyed it, guys. Anyway, let's carry on. Today is Thursday, the 25th of August. And we're going to, as usual, we're going to look back at yesterday's trades, look at today's trades, and today's news as well, guys. So, let's get started. So, yesterday, guys, from our live session, we had 4 trade ideas in the end. The first one was this. This was the euro against the pound, and we were looking to short this pair. Because it's clearly in a downtrend. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, excuse me. It come down for a little bit, but then come back up and tested this high and never broke it. And then for 2 days, we had these bearish candles come off of this zone here. All right, so the idea was just to take price from one of our grey zones down to this last low here, and then even potentially leave some to run down to these lows here as well. Okay, guys, so that was the idea, to short this pair. Let's look at the H1 to see what happened, and it was a tricky little what's it yesterday, this pair. Okay, so as you can see, guys, it did come up into our grey zone, and we had this candle first of all. Okay, but for me, I didn't like this candle. There's too much wick on the bottom of this candle. Okay, the candle itself is more like a doji, and we had this very bullish green candle form before it. Okay, so I didn't enter on this candle here. Okay, but I did enter on this candle here. Okay, it's because it was bigger than the last 1, 2, 3 candles, and it's clearly a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. So I got a slight retrace. I entered here, put my stop above here, and the idea, as you know, guys, is to take price down to here and then let 20% to run. But as you can see, guys, this horrible big green candle, which happened next, this one here, just took my stop was here, just took my stop out. Okay, so like I say, guys, it was an unsuccessful trade, but long as you follow your money management, no problem. You'll have bad trades now and again, guys. Even if the setup looks wonderful, you will still have bad trades. All right, and this was one. So I totally got taken out of that trade. And then there was, this candle here, but after this upward momentum with this green candle, I just stayed out of this pair, guys. I wasn't interested. H1 structure had broken. We had a really strong reaction upwards. And look at this candle again as well, guys. Everything wants to come upwards. Okay, so I got stopped out, but I didn't re-enter this pair, guys. All right, I stayed out. So yeah, euro pound, unsuccessful trade, no problem. Follow your money management. Right, the next trade from yesterday was this. It was the euro against the New Zealand dollar. Okay, so the idea was to short this pair. So yeah, as you can see, price was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then it's come back up to here. And similar to the euro pound, we had two bearish candles. Okay, so from these candles, we're just trying to come from our grey zone back down to this blue line here, this psychological level at 600, or even this blue line here, guys. So that was the idea, to short this pair. Let's look at H1 now to see what happened. And this was also, the euro pairs were tricky, basically. Okay, so again, guys, we had a couple of candles. So this one, first of all, come up to our grey zone. Okay. I didn't trade this pair, guys, because I was already in the euro pound. Okay, so it's highly correlated. I thought the euro pound give me a better setup. I was wrong. But this pair, euro New Zealand, we had this candle and this candle. Okay, this candle is better than this candle. Okay, because this candle has no bottom wick really, whereas this one has a bit of a bottom wick. This second one's more of a doji. Okay, so if you were to enter this pair, this was a better candle. Okay, but again, guys, yeah, if you put your stop above the swing high here, yeah, you would have got stopped out. Yeah, the idea, as you know, was to come down. But similar to the euro pound, we had this huge green candle come up and yeah, take our stops out, guys. Okay, so yeah, unsuccessful trade if you did take this one. We did have this candle form in our grey zone, yeah, and even this candle. Okay, so you could take price back lower from these candles, because I say this because the day chart, as you can see, guys, we still had this wick on this green candle bounce off of our grey zone. So that tells me we could still come down, guys, with this pair. Euro pound, it doesn't tell me that. Okay, so an interesting level now, guys, will be this. Yeah, as you can see, the H1 keeps reacting at this level. Yeah, but if it breaks this, yeah, I think we could come down to our original targets. So if you are in this trade, guys, keep an eye out for this. Okay, it could break down and come back down still. All right, so that was the second trade. The third trade was this. This is the Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc, and we were looking to buy this pair because price was in this diagonal channel. You can see it was using this grey diagonal line as resistance, yeah, and it was in a downward trend. Okay, but we had this candle form, okay, which broke out of our diagonal channel. It also broke all of these highs here. Okay, so everything told me we was in an uptrend. It's broke the diagonal structure. We can take longs on this pair. Okay, well, as you can see, that's pretty much what happened. It comes from our grey zone, hasn't hit our higher time frame target yet, but for me, this still looks like it's coming up. Okay, so let's look at the H1 to see if we had a trade, and we did. Okay, so price come down perfectly into our grey zone. The only problem we had, guys, was finding the next candle. I mean, maybe you entered off of one of these two candles, guys, but I didn't. I was reluctant because of this red candle before it. Yeah, this red candle before it is engulfing both of these green candles. Okay, so for me, I didn't enter on either of these green candles. I actually entered on this candle. All right, so yeah, because price had sort of pushed up, you can tell it's a quite, yeah, it wants to push up this candle. I know it has a bit of a wick on it, but it sort of dwarfs the last 1, 2, 3, 4 candles as well. So I actually entered on the close of this candle. I had to put my stop below this swing low, okay? And therefore, the last H1 could not be my target. It wouldn't have given me a risk to reward. I actually got out around here. All right, guys. So, yeah, I got my risk to reward of 1:1. And I'm still in this trade for 20%. And looking at the daily chart, I still think this move up to the higher time frame targets. Okay, so we had a successful trade on the Canadian Swiss franc, and we're still in it. Okay, the fourth and final trade from yesterday was this. It was the US dollar against the Japanese yen, and we were looking to buy this pair. The price was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Didn't create a lower low. Yeah, this is always gets us thinking, could price structure be changing? Sure enough, it does. Yeah, it breaks this high. Okay, therefore we have higher highs. All right, and we are looking for longs. And if you remember, guys, we was actually looking to long off of this candle here because of this large wick that it had. Okay, it's rejected price. Okay, and the idea was to come from one of our grey zones up to this blue line here. All right, so yeah, let's have a look on the H1, see what actually happened. And this was a nice trade, guys. Okay, so remember our two options were this grey zone, or it breaks this grey zone, tests it and comes up. Okay, but as you can see, price came down nicely into this grey zone, the lower grey zone. We got this candle here. Yeah, a hammer candle. Like I say, it doesn't matter what the name is, long as you can tell that buyers are in control. And for me, this candle tells me buyers are in control. I entered on the close of this candle because I was eager and didn't want to miss the move. I put my stop below the entry candle, okay, and then I took 80% of the trade off at this last H1 high here. I got a little bit more risk to reward than 1:1, so happy trader, good trade, and I'm still in this trade for 20%. And judging by that day chart, I still expect it to come up, guys. Okay, it's probably one of our trade ideas for today, so I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, bit of a mixed bag, guys, but again, a profitable day because we had a good trade on US dollar yen, which I just showed you. We had a good trade on Canadian dollar Swiss franc, but we had a bad trade on euro pound. Okay, but still profitable. We had two good trades, one bad trade, and we're still in the good trades for 20%, so could be even more profitable today. All right, guys, that's the recap. Let's take a look at today's trades now. So yesterday, guys, we had one bad trade, but we had two good trades. So we had a profitable day again, guys, yeah? So I hope you followed some of those trade ideas. And if you enjoyed the recap, then please join us at Simply Forex. Subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and also smash that like button, guys. Help support the channel. It will be much appreciated. Okay, so we've got two trade ideas for Thursday, the 25th of August, and it is deja vu. Yeah, these are both trades from yesterday. We're just carrying on their momentum. So the first one is this. This is the Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc, and we are looking to buy this pair. So as I explained in the recap, price was using this downward channel. See the grey line that it keeps bouncing off. Okay, all right, and then eventually these highs here were broken and the diagonal channel was broken because of this candle here. Okay, so for me, structure has changed. We've pushed out of a diagonal down channel. Okay, and basically we've had two bullish candles form over the last couple of days. Okay, so the idea is just to keep this upward momentum and take it firstly back up to this blue line, which corresponds with this last high here, or even this blue line, guys. Okay. So yeah, that's the idea. That's why we're going to long this pair. Remember, your day chart is why are we longing, why are we shorting, or we stay out. Okay, so yeah, that's the day chart. We're looking for longs. Let's look at the H1 now. So I've added a grey zone, guys. That's all I've really done. I haven't changed the grey zone below. So price could retrace all the way down to this grey zone. Yeah, back down to these lows here. All right, if it does, great. We get excellent value for money. We then want to see a bullish candlestick pattern form. We enter the trade. We take price back up to these last H1 highs, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run to one of our higher time frame targets. Okay, if that doesn't happen, guys, yeah, this grey zone, it has become an area of support and resistance. So it was once hitting here as resistance. Now it's broke it. It's been using it as support. So this is a zone, guys, this grey zone here. Okay, so price is currently in this grey zone, but what we want to see is a bullish candle push off of this grey zone. We probably won't be able to close at the H1, at the last H1 high. What I'd probably do is just leave 100% of the trade to run up to our higher time frame target, our first higher time frame target, where you could close 80% there. Okay, guys, so yeah, we've got the two grey zones we can enter from, but we're looking for longs. Okay, that's the first idea. The second idea is this. This is the US dollar against the Japanese yen. Again, guys, deja vu. We was trading this yesterday. So price was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Didn't create a lower low. This is always a red flag that price could be changing structure. Sure enough, shoots up, breaks this last H1 high here. This last daily high here. And now we're in an upward structure. And for the last, remember yesterday we had this wick on this red candle, and then yesterday we had this green candle pushing up as well. Okay, so this wick here, yeah, and yesterday's green candle tell me buyers are still in control and want to push it up further. Okay, so our target is this blue line. All right, guys, so that's why we're longing it. Let's look at the H1 to see what we need to see happen. And for me, guys, yeah, we just want to see price come back down and, react with one of these last H1 lows. Price come down into this grey zone. We see a bullish candlestick pattern form, enter the trade, come back up to this H1 level, okay, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run up to our higher time frame target. All right, guys, so yeah, they're the two trade ideas for today. Let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you've been enjoying this daily morning analysis, then why not come join us? Join us on the channel, subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, and also smash the like button, guys. Help support the channel. Thank you. Right, news for Thursday, the 25th of August. Okay, so if we carry on down, the first important news that we're interested in, guys, is this. At 7 o'clock, London GMT, coming out of Germany, we've got the GDP growth rate. Okay, so yeah, this is an important figure and can move any euro pair. If we carry on down at 9 o'clock, we've got the business climate. Again, this is an important high rating, so this could affect any euro pair again, guys. We carry on down, coming out of the euro at 12:30, London GMT, we've got the ECB monetary policy meeting accounts. All right, guys, so whatever that says in there, this could really move the euro, guys, so must be aware of that. If we carry on down at 1:30, London GMT, we got coming out of the States, coming out of the US, we've got GDP as well. Okay, so that could move any US dollar pair. If we carry on down, guys, that's it for the rest of the day. As you can see, no other important news that we're interested in. All right, guys. So, yeah, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. I hope you have a fantastic trading day, guys, and I will see you tomorrow.